You wait till you get to the end, and then you push the flap down, and then under once. Okay, we don't have no wastage on this because we're going to use it for decoration as well. So just cut that little strip off there, like so. And this we're going to lattice with a lattice roller. I'll just quickly explain how to do it so Craig can get on with the next job. Basically, I've got a lattice roller here. You can buy these from all good catering stores across the world. You just go on the internet if you can't find it in a regular shop. I think Lakeland Plastics in England sell these. But all you do is that you lattice the pastry, like so, and you get a nice decorative effect, like so.
This will be a nice point when you all go, ooh.
Okay, so you get a nice lattice. So that's going to be a nice decoration on top of your
Wellington. Oh, come on, that's impressive.
There's not many people here, though. I'll just... Okay, Craig, you can do that while I finish this off.
Thank you. Okay, over to for the duck now. I'm now going to turn this. But as you can see, this was a dry pan, and now there's a lot of fat in the bottom. That's all from the duck. So now this is probably the only healthy thing I'll ever say to you. Get rid of as much fat as possible from the duck. The main reason is we now end up with a beautiful crispy skin because of it now. And that excess fat, we just seal the other side, and we're turning the heat down now, just to finish it off. And then normally I'd seal it or turn it over and put it in the oven for about 4 minutes, and we end up with a beautiful medium rare. So only for about 4 minutes on 160 degrees centigrade, which is about 320 Fahrenheit. And it's the same with the lamb. But with the lamb, remember as well, because it is big, seal all the sides. That includes the bottom and also the two sides, because every place that has an area has to be cooked, because that's an area that juice can come out, so we don't want that. So we just seal all of them, and we're going to cook this to a nice medium rare. And so they're still going, and the duck's still going. And while this one's only got about another minute or so to finish off. And then we're going to go on to the one more salad. Oh no, I've got two more. But this is the two of the three. I know, it was on the recipe, I had no choice. As they say, nothing is The Simpsons. You don't make friends with salad, but hey. So we're starting off with chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Now when these are raw or natural, or dried, they take about, you soak them overnight in water and then you boil them for about another 4. Or you can buy them in a tin, already done.
If you want to cheat, that's of course. Yeah.
It tastes the same. What we're also doing is using a little bit of ginger and garlic, just really small dice. I was running out of room on my tray, so I mixed the two together. We've also got some very finely chopped green onion or scallions or spring onions, about 6 different names.
Onions.
Green onions. I've learned about 6 different names in this since I've been on this ship. And also a touch of sesame oil we're using it. Very little. Sesame oil is one of those, it's an ingredient. Please remember that, it's not an oil. Don't use it as an oil, just use it as a flavouring ingredient.
Very strong.
And it has a very low burning point. So if you put in a pan that's warm, it will pretty much burn within 20 seconds.
Okay, can I have 1 second, please?
No, that's it, that's my resting now. Go for it.
Okay, so I've just finished the Wellington. What I did was I just tidied the ends up with the end of a piping nozzle, so you get like little spiky bits, you know, it's nice for presentation. What we're going to do is we're going to cook this in the oven about 175 at 180 degrees C for 25 minutes for medium, okay, which I recommend is the best way to serve a Wellington. The meat's still moist, because it's fillet, it's got a low fat content, so you want to keep the meat fairly nice and juicy, so medium's the best. If you want to overcook it, go ahead, but I don't recommend that. So give it another 10 minutes if you want it more well done. Okay, so we're going to pop that in our imaginary oven, okay. Where is it? Oh, no, we ain't got one, have we?
Where's the oven?
So that's gone in the oven now.
You didn't bring the oven?
No, I didn't bring one.
No.
Right, vegetables. On the recipe I put, you can serve whatever vegetables you like with your Wellington. It's entirely up to you. So what I've done is that I walked around the galleys last night and just picked up what I wanted, what was on the line. So what I've got some nice baby vegetables here. I've got some zucchini, baby leeks, some little vegetarian, not vegetarians, I've got ham on. But some green beans, baby corn and baby carrots, which I wrapped in prosciutto ham, which is very nice as well. And then I've got a potato cake last night, which I made from mashed potato. And I seasoned it with a little bit of butter, salt and pepper. And I pressed it into a mould and I cut it into little squares, okay? Because I like different shapes and colours.
Did you get all that?
Okay, do you want to go? Do you want to go?
Yes, please.
Okay, carry on then.
Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? As I said, we're going to get, this is the final salad now. Then I'll start on the garnish for the duck. First of all, as you can see, I've taken off the lamb and the duck. They're now at the back resting. which is a very key point in cooking, especially all meats. Resting is when you're finished cooking and you just leave it alone. Forget about it for about 5 minutes. And what that does is, because you've just bombarded that beautiful piece of meat with heat from all angles, and now all the juices have been pushed into the center because of the heat. And so now, by letting it rest, just about 5 minutes, all the flavors and juices will run through evenly. So you get a nice even color when you cut through it. If you've had an unrested steak, you'll notice you get a gray ring around the outside, and it's bright pink or bright red in the center, depending on how you have it. So that's the idea. You get a nice even color, and it's more juicier that way because all the juices stay in. And the other reason is because it's a muscle fiber, you're actually helping it relax, and so it also helps with tenderness as well. So that's the other good reason. So there's my science for the day. That's all I need to, that's where I'm at. So for this last salad, it's a cucumber and yogurt. We're using the continental cucumbers here, and I've just peeled, they've just peeled it for me. And we're just gonna, this is gonna be like a nice fine dice version. So here's a little bit of cutting for me. And we're trying to use the flesh. We don't want to use the seeds. There's too much moisture. This one, because that way we want it to hold up and sit up on the plate. So just on some nice thin slices. How do I do this again? Yep. And then thin strips. And then to small dice, which is the fancy word is brunoise. So I remember all these from my days at college. Never use them. Small dice. So that's in the bowl. We're also going to do the same with the red onion. And so just the same way here, but this is a nice way. Yep, cheating. And in again. That's fine dice. That's a good way to go, ooh, I think.
You can just let me know when you finish and I can enjoy it.
Yeah, of course.
You ready?
I'm just going to add my herbs.
Okay.
And the yogurt. So we're just adding, the fresh herbs we're using for this one is some fresh mint and fresh chopped coriander, or cilantro, depending where you're from. So we're adding those two. And then our yogurt. What they've done with the yogurt, though, is strained it, trying to strain it overnight. So therefore it becomes more drier. And so the moisture from the onion and the cucumber won't dry it out as much, or make it too wet, and so it stays more firm when you're serving it. I'm now mixing this, and you also use a little bit of lemon juice, which I've got at the back. I've forgotten to bring up. Now, Mark, please.
Okay, so I can smell something coming from the oven, the imaginary oven, you know.
Right.
Here's our lovely beef Wellington. Are you all ready for lunch now? You already? Ooh,
I didn't even have to ask.
Now look at that. How
prompting
beautiful,
at all.
nice and crispy, yumminess. Okay, let's cut it now and see what's inside.
Make sure you've done it right.
Yeah, that's a bit. Okay, just while we're here, I'm just going to show you the Todd English plate. Anybody been to the Todd English yet? Did you enjoy it? Very good. So, anybody not been? Put your hands up if you've not been. Okay, you've got 2 nights left. Okay, you've got tonight and tomorrow night. I suggest you go there because it's very nice. It's very different. Do you all know who Todd English is? Are you English? Anybody English here? I hope so. Do you know Todd English? No, neither did I until I came here.
Same.
But who he is, he's a famous chef in the United States on the western seaboard side, New England, Massachusetts. He has restaurants in Boston, New York, Las Vegas, and many others as well, including he's got his brand on Cunard, which we have on the Queen Mary too, and the Queen Victoria. Okay, so to be honest with you, if you want to try something different, it's a very modern Mediterranean feel cuisine, which is very nice, okay, if you'd like to try it. All right, just thought I'd advertise there. I'm on commission, you know. I get $5, you know.
That's not bad.
Right, so we're going to take a nice slice of the Wellington. Like so. Oh, lovely. Even I'm getting hungry now.
You're always hungry.
Always, yeah. I think we'll have a nice generous slice as well. Like so. Okay, so there's your nice Wellington. See that? You've got the nice ham, and then you've got the nice farce around it, and then you've got the nice, see how juicy that meat is there? That's what you're aiming for. Okay, it's got a nice medium rare there, actually. So we're going to put that in the center. Just like so. Just
Not
quickly
bad.
decorate it. Right, I'll quickly decorate this while talking.
No, finish it.
Right? I'm not going to reheat these vegetables because nobody's going to be eating this, but if you're going to reheat these vegetables here, I've already pre-blanched them, you could just heat them in a little bit of butter, olive oil, salt and pepper. Okay? I'm going to pop that on there. And we'll have a few baby leeks around here. And a nice grilled zucchini around here. And a little baby onion there. And then we've got our sauce here. While Craig was talking, I actually finished it with butter. Okay, we call Monty au beurre, which means building with butter. Also, it gives it more calories as well. All right. So we've got our sauce Perignon Dieu, which is a Madeira and truffle sauce. Just going to put that around there like so. And then, like I said, I've got a few porcini mushrooms here. I'm going to dot them around as well.
Oh, they're nice and
look at
expensive
them.
as well.
Very expensive. And why am I using them?
Because you can.
Because I can. That's why.
Does Chef James know about this?
No, I'll do the improving.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of parsley from the garden upstairs, from Fifi's garden. We've got plenty of dogs on board. They do a lot of watering. And just for information, we have some cows on board. Where do you think the milk comes from on the morning? All right. Okay, so that's my beef Wellington with sauce Perignon Dieu and vegetables. Okay?
Ooh.
Ooh, ah. All right?
Yeah.
Cantona. On a Todd English plate.
I didn't bring a Todd English plate for my Todd English dish, actually.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm going to go into now, now that all the thunder's gone, we're going to go into the potato rosties, which is the garnish for the duck dish. And what we started off with is a nice potato, and go for a starchy potato. This kind of used for roasting, not for a baked potato. And for that, we're using a small grater. It's the only exercise I get all week, so.
Craig, what's this?
A gazunder.
You all know that? In Yorkshire, it's a trowel or a fish slice. In Australia, it's a gazunder, because it goes under.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
We have to educate, no?
Well, I think it's quite simple. You know, all these people are going, but I think it's quite realistic and simple. And effective, and I'm trying to help. And so what we've done now is we're just giving this a good grate, and I'm just going to throw into the side so I can make a mess. Just putting in some chopped American bacon and chopped chive. And then with my potato in this extra bowl that I've now got, we're just going to squeeze the potato. And all we're doing is getting out all the excess moisture and starch. So this can be more of a crispiness than a glugginess. Well, otherwise we'll seal it and inside will become mashed potato and the outside will be crispy. This way it's all fairly crispy inside. So we've got some chopped American bacon cooked and also some chopped chives. Also adding one egg yolk and also a little bit of creme fraiche or sour cream. Sour cream if it's cheaper, creme fraiche if you want it. Or you tell your friends it's creme fraiche and you use sour cream. One of those ones with the truffle or the foie gras again. And this will help just give it a nice binding agent and also helps with the colour and texture. So that's what we're doing now.
Sorry. Sorry, it's your airtime. I'll keep out the way, you know.
Bloody crikey. And so with that as well, just a little bit of salt and pepper. And so with that, cracked pepper always nice, and white pepper. And so I've got my pan on again, and this is always preheating, because if you preheat your pans, you'll find they won't stick what you're using. And so I'm going to get about two pieces out of this to the plate, and we use it as a portion. The bacon's not sticking. There we go. And to that, we're going to use a little bit of butter in the pan. So as you can tell, same as Mark, I'm not a fan of Canyon Ranch. As you can tell. I probably should be, but we're not. So butter into the pan.
You are what you eat.
Now you can, what they say, like I know if you know something in Todd English or if you're in the grills, they use these nice fancy rings to put these things in. And you get them all, but this is an Australian way. It is an Australian cooking term. It's called rustic. Or you just throw it in there. And I feel it's better for you guys because you get it a lot quicker. But that's just me. And so these we're going to seal. And so we just got this on a nice light, just a moderate heat, and you can already see they're not sticking. So they're moving around in the pan, and that's going groovy. So we just got on that light heat, and we're going to get a nice caramelise or colour, and then we'll turn them over and finish. And I'm sure Mark's got something going on now.
Okay.